Hey everyone, it's Aubrey, and today I'm going to be doing a real cash makeup tutorial where I just show you my everyday makeup. I went back and watched my old everyday makeup, and there's like such a difference. It's wild. So if you want to go watch that one before this one, I'll have it linked down below because it's kind of crazy to like see the difference. So if you want to, I'll leave it down below. And other than that, I don't think I have anything else to say, so just keep on watching and you'll see how to do this. And that's it. I love you. Alright, so before I put on any makeup, I always do like super moisturizing because I have such dry skin. So I went ahead and already moisturized, and I'm going to be using the Benefit Professional Primer. And I just blend that in with my fingers because and because we all know I have such a red face, I'm going to be using the Amazing Concealer color corrector in green, obviously. Alright, now that I color corrected, I'm going to go in with my Born This Way foundation and my Beauty Blender. Foundation, and then also I look at myself after my foundation, I'm like, Aubrey, it's okay, you're gonna put on concealer. It doesn't need to be completely full coverage until you're done with your concealer. So I'm using my Naked Skin Born This Way concealer, and what I'm doing is I'm taking it and doing the triangle that I normally would, but I'm only doing 2 lines, and I'm gonna revisit that in just a second. And I'm going to be using a concealer that isn't so much for coverage, but it's more for highlighting, and it is my Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer, and I love this. And I'm just going to use my finger because I don't have a brush with me and do it on this outer side. And it's super thick, so like you don't need a ton. Like I probably just put on way too much, but like it's fine. So then I'm going to go ahead and blend that in with a Beauty Blender. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and do my brows, and I have a brow routine and I'll link it down below, but I think I need to do a new one because I've kind of changed up the way I've done my brows, so I think I'm going to film one as soon as I can. So I use that Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer for my brows, and I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in medium brown. Now I'm going to go ahead and move on to my eyes. I'm going to be using the Morphe 350 palette and some of my Makeup Geek shadows. First, in this Morphe 350, I'm going to go ahead and go in with this lightest white shade right here and just take a big fluffy brush. I'm using the Morphe R37 and just putting it all over my eye area to kind of set anything that's already there. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and move on to my Makeup Geek shadows. I'm going to go in with this shade, which is Peach Smoothie. This is probably my favorite eyeshadow ever. I use it in every warm look I do, which is most of my looks. It is my favorite. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that in the crease. And now I have kind of 2 everyday looks. One of them is just like all matte. I'll use all Makeup Geek shadows. It'll be in and out and done with. And then I have this one, which is my go-to everyday because I like it more. And I can just bust it out real quick. Same brush I put the Peach Smoothie on with. I'm going to put Creme Brulee over that. I used a E25 from Sigma. Alright, now I'm going to take a little bit of Cocoa Bear, which is this reddish brown shade, and just very lightly tap this in there and just put it in the outer corner. Just a little bit to darken it up. We're going to go in with some other darker colors from the Morphe 350 in a minute. Okay, now that I put Cocoa Bear in, I'm going to go in with this shade and go over that. More so with that bottom darker shade, just to darken it up a little bit more. I mean like so little. Then I'm going to take a Sigma E35, which is just a tapered blending brush, and go in with those two shades again and keep it more concentrated to the edge of the crease here. Depending on how I feel, if I'm okay with like what's going on here, I will leave it be and go in with all my shimmers and stuff, but usually I will go in with this red shade and just redden it up because that's the kind of person I am. I like reds. I like warm things. And after I put the red in, I will go back in with those two dark shades in the Morphe 350 and blend that on top of that to really get it, you know, all up in there. Now I'm going to use a different fluffy brush and Peach Smoothie and go ahead and blend out these edges at the top because I'm not about the harsh lines. I want it to be nice and smooth. So I'm going to go ahead and blend that out up to my brow bone. This step makes such a difference. It's ridiculous. I did this with all my looks. Maybe not with Peach Smoothie, like maybe just a bone shade, but it really makes all the difference. I left one of my brushes upstairs, so I'm just gonna use any flat shader brush and take this really shimmery shadow and put it all over your lid. I love this shadow. You can like spray it with Max Fix Plus or whatever you all do to get it more foiled. I use contact solution to do that. I don't remember where I learned that from, but it works really well. I'm gonna take that brush that I've been using to blend basically everything and take that red shade and just like the littlest bit, like I barely even tapped it in there, and just blend my crease and my lid space together so it's not all gross. Then I'm taking this tapered brush and not putting any more product on there and taking it back through that outer corner. When I'm done with all of that, I'm gonna go in with my Morphe E36, which is the tiniest little pencil brush, and the shade Shimma Shimma from Makeup Geek. It is my highlighting holy grail, and put that in my inner corner. I'm almost always having a super poppin' inner corner highlight because I don't know, that's just the person I am. I love the shimmer, especially in this inner corner. A M508, which is what I use to put on my shimmery shadow, which is, I wouldn't normally do that, and take that shade Creme Brulee, which is what we put over the Peach Smoothie, and take it on this lower lash line as a base. And then I'm going to go ahead and go in with these two colors that we used and put that in that lower lash line. Now I kept that towards the edge, and now I'm going to use that brush that we used for the inner corner and take the shade Creme Brulee again and blend out what we put on the lower lash line. I'm trying to like talk to you all and talk you through this without slamming and picking things up and making a bunch of noise, but like when I do videos I just feel so casual that like it's hard for me to think about like, oh, don't make too much noise, setting things down and picking things up. Alright, so after that, after every look I do, I usually just go in and spot change whenever I think, you know, needs more blending, needs more of this color or that color, whatever. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and do my liner off camera because I suck at doing liner on camera, and I will be back. For liner, I use the Anastasia Waterproof Cream Color in Jet, and I forgot to mention that before I did my liner. And now I'm going to go ahead and do my mascara, and I use the Tarte Tarteist Mascara, and I'm just going to do that real quick on my top and bottom lashes. Alright, now that I have my mascara on, sometimes I'll wear, this is like an everyday, I gotta go to school, I gotta go to work look, but I don't always wear like fake lashes to school, but I do sometimes, and when I do, I usually won't wear this eye look because that's like a day I'm going like full out, so I'm gonna be like glitter and purple and pink and all that jazz. Alright, so now I'm gonna go ahead and contour with my Hoola bronzer. And then I'm going to use the flat part of my Real Techniques sponge and my Coty Airspun powder. And just... Then I'm going to take my Morphe 510 and my Champagne Pop Becca highlighter and just... Ooh. Oh yeah. There we go. There we go. There we are. And now, guys, I don't know if you know this, but I highlight so much. Like, I know you all know I highlight, but if you've ever watched me, like, you gotta hit the nose. Down the bridge of the nose, of course. Cupid's bow, duh. The forehead. The chin. Oh, my favorite highlight. I love highlighting my chin. I don't know what's wrong with me. And now, almost all the time, I just don't feel good about that cheek highlight, so I'm going to take this end of my Real Techniques sponge, which is, as you can see, a mess, and just kind of, because it's still wet, obviously. Mom gets so mad at me for doing this highlight. She's like, Aubrey, stop. And I'm like, Mom, I can't. I can't. I mean, look at that. What do you mean stop? Why should I stop? Alright, so while my contour is baking, I'm going to go ahead and do my lips. And now I have such chapped lips. I've got dry lips, I've got dry skin, I've got dry hair. And I'm going to be doing my go-to lip lately, which is Kylie Cosmetics Exposed. I'm going to be doing this big liquid lip extravaganza where I, you know, review all these different liquid lips. I'm going to throw it out there right now. Kylie Jenner's are my all-time favorite. I'm going to use my big fluffy brush to wipe this bake off. Okay, update. Isn't this the cutest sweatshirt ever? It says the Badlands on it with a little lace bralette underneath. Oh yes. What a look. Then I will be taking my Urban Decay setting spray and... Alright guys, so that was my everyday makeup look. If you have any other suggestions for videos you want me to do, go ahead and leave them down below. I think the next tutorial I'm going to do is going to be a brown, totally matte, like kind of like smoky eye. It's not that smoky. It's just like an all matte, brown, smoky eye kind of. I don't know. Smoky wants to come out, so it's going to have to be smoky. That I think is going to be the next tutorial. If you have anything specific you want me to do, let me know and I will do that for you. Other than that, if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in my next one.